Okay, just as promised, we said we were going to talk about this analysis of NASDAQ that we took on Friday, the 6th of October. So let's quickly dive in. Quickly on the weekly time frame, what we are looking at is that we were sitting at this point here to this point. So this was a break of structure right here on the weekly. So on the daily time frame, what we saw on the daily was just for price to make all of this weekly push, we were creating higher lows and higher highs, higher lows and higher highs. Up until this point here, we had the last higher low that created a higher high, and then we had a break of that daily structure right here. So after that break, this point here to this point here became a lower high that created a lower low. And then this point here to this point here became an internal lower high, lower low structure also. So after this point to this point on the 4 hour, what we see is that just to make this break of structure, price was here creating lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. And the next thing that happened that drew our attention was we had a last break of structure right here. So 4 hour broke structure to the upside. So we consider all of this as one push to the upside. And then all we were waiting for was a possible retracement coming to the smaller time frame. We want to buy at lower levels. And then we marked out this point of interest and this point of interest as possible areas the price can come into. And why price was doing that, we are creating trend line liquidity here. And eventually on Thursday, price came to this point right here and reacted up this level right here, which was this point of interest here to the left, reacted off that level and gave a move to the upside. We missed this move, we are not in this move, but on Friday we saw something, and what we saw is that we had some liquidity to the upside here to clear, and price has already gone without us. All we're waiting for was for price to take some sort of extra liquidity, which it did, and tapped into this level. We now scale down to our smaller time frame. The moment we had price tap into that level to the left after running this liquidity right here, we had this lower high that created a lower low, and then we had a break of structure here. We just took our entries of this little inefficient pricing here just to run price to the upside. Now having a potential target of all of these levels right here, this liquidity to the left here was our take profit one, and then subsequently it gave us like a 1:10, and I want to see if we can get to certain levels like this, or maybe these levels of imbalances for either a continuation to the upside, or for either a continuation to the downside or a continuation to the upside. Why? Because we have some sort of liquidity right here also, or we can get to these levels here and then trend to the downside. So either of them, that was the trade of Friday.